Hi, my name is Billy Turnbow with Cisco Tech. Today I'm going to discuss certificate management on Cisco Unified IM and Presence. Managing certificates on Cisco platforms can become an intimidating task, but if you are aware of a few main concepts, it can be very straightforward. Let's start by going to the Cisco Unified IM and Presence OS Administration page. The login here will match the credentials for an SSH session. Once logged in, we will go to the Security and Certificate Management menu. Here, if you click Find, you will be presented with all certificates under this present server. In my lab, there are almost 30 certificates listed, but you can see on the left that these are broken down to 5 main categories. CUP for SIP proxy and Presence Engine services, CUP XMPP for XCP router service, CUP XMPP S2S for XMPP Federation, IPsec for connection to Communications Manager through the IPsec tunnel, and Tomcat for SOAP, Axle, and LDAP connectivity. Each category will also have trust certificates that come from other servers, either other nodes in the cluster, including itself, or certificate authorities. Trust certificates are required between all nodes when a secure connection is made. Notice that there are several headings in the certificate management page. Note especially the common name, type, issued by, and expiration. The common name will be the server name for which the certificate was made. The type shows us whether this certificate is self-signed or certificate authority signed. The issued by field shows us the authority that signed the certificate, and if it is a self-signed certificate, it will be the same as the common name field. The expiration shows us when the certificate will no longer be valid. By using the filter, we can shorten the number of results shown. Let's search for Tomcat certificates. Now we have 13 certificates shown. Let's sort the list by the expiration column by clicking on it to show the most recent expiration date. Now you can see that I have a few certificates that are about to expire. They are certificates from my certificate authority, meaning they are not self-signed, and they are multi-server certificates from the Communications Manager in my cluster. Let's click on the certificate for a closer look. The main thing I want to point out here is the serial number shown on this certificate. This number is unique for each certificate. We can use both the serial number and the expiration date to verify this certificate across all nodes. We can also get a better look by downloading the certificate and reviewing it from the operating system. Let's pick a Tomcat Trust and download it. Here you see basically the same information. The issued to is the server's own name. The issued by is the certificate authority or itself as a self-signed certificate. And of course, the expiration date. The Details tab again shows the serial number along with quite a bit more information, including the thumbprint, which we'll get to later. The last tab is the certification path. This is very useful to help us understand intermediate and root certificates. The top certificate listed is the root certificate. The one under it is known as the intermediate certificate. Using this perspective, it is easier to understand the topology. These together are known as the certificate chain. If you go back to the General tab, you can see that this intermediate certificate was issued by the root. Both certificates are needed as the trust. And if we go back to the certificate management page, you can see that both are listed here. Now I want to show you some CLI commands that you can use to retrieve this information from the Informix database on Presence. The first is run SQL select star from CUP own certificate. This command will provide only the non-trust certificates or the CUP own certificates as it reads. It's best to copy the results and paste it into Notepad. The next command is run SQL select star from cup trust certificate. This command provides all the trust certificates. Again, let's copy and paste to Notepad. Now that we have the results here, you can see more information. There is a PKID value, which is the unique database ID for that certificate. And you can also see the fingerprint value. This will not match the serial number, and it can't really be compared to anything you see in the certificate opened in Windows. To complicate that further, it is actually the same thing as the thumbprint that you will see here, but the format of the fingerprint in the Presence database is different than the format of the thumbprint in Windows. However, you can convert it to find the match. Still, the best use from the CLI output would be to compare the fingerprints between the cup-owned certificates and trust certificates. For example, this is the cup certificate. You can see that it is stored in the SIP directory. If we double-click the fingerprint for this cup-owned certificate, you will notice that it matches the cup trust certificate down here and that this is in the trust search directory. Compare that to the certificate management page. Since the certificate is self-signed, it is copied to the cup trust. Likewise, you can make this same search and comparison to other nodes to make sure the certificates have been pushed across the cluster. For example, let's issue the run SQL select star from cup owned certificate from the Presence publisher and the run SQL select star from cup trust certificate from the Presence subscriber. Pasting the results of both in a new notepad, we can then double-click the fingerprint of the cup-owned certificate on the publisher to verify that it is valid as a cup trust in the Presence subscriber certificate list. There is quite a bit more to certificates, but I hope that this provides a quick overview. Please look for more certificate videos from Presence on the Cisco video portal. Thank you for watching.